Welcome to The Sip List, the podcast where we drink wine and count down our top 5 favorites of all the things. The Sip List does contain spoilers as well as explicit content, so please keep this in mind as you're listening at work, in your car, with your kids, wherever. The Sip List does not claim ownership of any sound clips used in this episode, as any clips are owned by the original copyright holders. Thank you and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Sip List, the podcast where we drink wine or whatever and count down our top 5 favorites of all the things. I'm your host, Amanda, and I think this might be one of the earliest recordings I have ever done. So thanks, Harvey. What's up, buddy?
How you doing? Had to do it early while the house was empty and quiet. So thanks for accommodating my earliness. I'd like to be in bed right now myself, but you know, we talking movie stuff, so I can get up out of bed for that. So
yeah, I literally rolled out of bed 30 minutes ago. So
nice.
And I look at it, but I don't care. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow. My face is still puffy from sleep. You forget how long that lasts, especially as you get older. Jesus. Casey is here too, and Casey got up the earliest of all of us, even though we were both messaging till the wee hours of the night or morning. What's up, Casey?
Good morning, sunshines. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be one day into my new job, and I just had to have a day off because that one day after that long vacation was just way too much for me. So I'm happy to spend my day off. I am definitely happy to be here with two of my most favorite members of the I Did Not Make These Rankings podcast network. This is going to be lots of fun. And of course, we're talking about
favorites.
Well, I said two of.
Oh,
the other ones are also in there too.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to.
I thought me and Harvey were part of some special club.
Well, I mean, Harvey is, for life. So, but I have to be political about it though, and wink, wink. You both are favorite, but also Dre is a favorite, and Kendra is a favorite, and Josh and CJ are favorites, and well, let's be honest, Shanna, I'm still waiting because evidently there's a voodoo doll coming.
As I tell my children, as I tell my 4 kids, there's a 4-way tie for my favorite child.
Exactly.
So there's the best
8-way tie for favorite in the network.
Exactly.
Fucking politicians, am I right? God. That's
It was a huge statement.
So yeah, we are here with a topic that Harvey picked, and we're rolling right through Women's History Month. Sorry, I'm still getting over the bronchitis, coughing just a little bit. So, but yeah, we are here to do our top 5 favorite female movie villains. This will be a good one. There's a lot of good choices. I tried to go, Harvey, by trying to find some that had no redeeming qualities. I think a few of mine maybe have a couple, but for the most part, they're all fucking evil. So we'll see how that goes. No judgment. Anybody sipping on alcohol right now?
Oof. I thought about that. But it's 11 a.m. here. I'm like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Either.
This would have been the time. I just drop off Greece at the airport, but I'm like, that still would have been a little wow. Yeah, so let me at least wait an hour.
Yeah.
Dropping the wife off at the airport is that like normally the means for having a celebratory drink?
No,
wife's away, Harvey can play.
I'm here with these 4 kids.
Kidding.
I'm not celebrating shit. but that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're all off at school though.
Right. For a few hours. Before I know
Yeah.
it, they'll be home and then it's just
Well, they'll want everything.
yeah,
Dad,
yeah.
can I? Dad, can I? Dad, do this.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I only drink this early during football season on Saturdays for 11 o'clock games.
Good
So I am
football.
only drinking coffee right now. When OU Texas comes around, it's always an 11 o'clock game. We're drinking at 7:30.
Whatever.
Actually, we don't have to do that as much now because they serve beer in the stadium. But when they didn't used to, you had to just pack
Every
it all
game.
in,
Mm-hmm.
go out to the fair at halftime, go back in, and just
Mm.
So
Speaking
anyway,
of football, how are you handling losing Saquon, Harvey?
I'm distraught as a Giants fan. Like, you know what? Him leaving is fine. Him going to like the next closest team in my division is just like, what the hell? Really, the Eagles? Like, you just went up the turnpike, you bastard. That's ridiculous. So
That's
we're gonna
almost like him leaving New York for Dallas.
I go to Dallas. They suck. They can't win. I wouldn't have had a problem with Dallas, but to go to the Eagles, it's him and Jalen Hurts now, and those receivers. What? And then we got to play them twice, and he's going to be so motivated when he plays us.
you
And
know that.
when he comes to Jersey, oh my God! I'm just hoping I can get him on my fantasy team. Like he's gonna have a hell of a season, and I mean I'm happy for him. We could have paid him, but whatever. We're just gonna
Almost like Kevin Durant leaving Oklahoma City for Golden State for the team that he couldn't beat in the Western Conference Finals. So he said, if you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah.
That fucking guy. Fuck you, Kevin Durant. Yeah, I'm still mad. And he did that shit to us on the 4th of July. Fuck you, Kevin Durant.
He figured you wouldn't be paying attention, so he did it so quietly. Yeah, but that shit doesn't.
No, because he did almost a LeBron style press conference. Not quite the
That's
level of
true.
I'm taking my talents to South Beach, but it was close.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's do some sip libs. Oh, I have to get it going. Sorry, I rolled out of bed a little late, and then I had to find somewhere else to record because people outside are mowing, and I can't walk up the stairs because of my broken leg.
It's a good thing I texted you this morning and said good morning.
No, I had an alarm set
That's good.
because I didn't go to sleep till like 3:30. Could not sleep last night. It was really annoying. Insomnia blows, you guys.
I know what you mean. I have bouts of insomnia where I can't go to bed till like 2-3 o'clock, and I have to wake up at 6:15 to get like seen up for school. So I'm not a fan of that either.
Well, and I think the problem too is I've got so much on my mind right now with building a house and trying to get our house ready for sale, and it's just like my mind never shuts the fuck off. So good times.
Yeah.
All right. This one is called A Delightfully Dastardly Deed. Ooh, it's a good thing I'm not drunk. That would be hard to say. Okay, Harvey, I'm going to let you start.
All right.
The name of a city.
Name of a city. Name of a city. Gotham.
Nice. Casey, a female villain.
Well, that kind of spoils my damn list.
Pick an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who did I have? Heather.
Which Heather?
The Heathers.
Oh, all of the Heathers. Okay.
Good one.
A color for me, I'm going to say chartreuse. Harvey, a physical feature.
Physical feature. Humpback.
Nice. Casey, an animal.
Trash Panda Bob.
Thanks. A place. I'm going to go with sex dungeon. Harvey, a food.
Kumquat.
Nice. Casey, a quirky job title.
Quirky.
Fluffer. Oh. Fluffer.
One-legged, bearded prostitute.
Wow.
What?
One-legged, bearded prostitute.
Okay.
You said quirky.
That's
Yeah, it's
true.
quirky. Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next one's an adjective, so we're putting in certifiably fuckable. An object. Ooh. An object. A paddle. So I'm looking at George's fraternity paddles on the wall in his office. Harvey, an action verb. Just a verb.
Verb. Yeah.
I don't know why it says action verb.
Satisfied.
Ooh. Okay. Casey, another female villain. Try not to pick one of my top 5 this time.
I didn't go with my top 5 last time.
You picked one of
Honorable
mine.
mention. Oh, okay. Well, then, in that case, no, because that one I can almost guarantee you that's on your top 5 too. Fuck it, Amy Dunn.
Okay, another action verb. I'm going to say fuck. Harvey, a noun.
A noun. Dingo.
Oh, a dingo ate my baby. Casey, verb ending in ing.
Licking.
Okay, adjective. I'm going to say evil. And last one, Harvey, adjective.
Adjective. Detestable.
Ooh. Coming out with the 4-syllable words.
I'm feeling frisky this moment.
Right? Okay, here we go. A delightfully dastardly deed. Once upon a time, in the wicked city of Gotham, there lived a notorious villainess named Heather. She had chartreuse hair, a humpback which made her stand out in the crowd, and an evil trash panda as her sidekick. Okay. She had a secret lair in a sex dungeon where she concocted her dastardly plans. One spicy afternoon, she decided to steal the very last kumquat from the city. Not on my watch, said the city's one-legged bearded prostitute with a certifiably fuckable look in their eye.
Wow.
There's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Using their trusty paddle, they satisfied toward the lair. Amy Dunn just fucked, looking at the approaching dingo with a smirk. A licking battle was about to begin. Who will win, the cunning villainess or the evil one-legged bearded prostitute? Only the detestable citizens of Gotham know for sure.
The King
Not
Contest.
on my watch.
I would watch that.
With my one leg.
I would watch that movie just to see
too.
how the licking contest would be judged. Oh, that'd be
Well, I
fun.
wouldn't put anything past Amy, so my money's on her.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right, good times, good times. Okay, well, I think we will probably have some overlaps on our top 5. I will do my usual of swapping out choices if you guys pick one of mine, so that way we can talk about all these. I tried to go off the beaten path except my number 1. My number 1 is obvious. So yeah, Harvey, you want to start with your
Better not be
number
my
5?
number 1.
My number 5, I would like to say, no more wire hangers.
Yes.
So we start with Joan Crawford from
Yes.
Holly Dearest. Evil has a name, and it is your mother.
In this case, that is true. No wire hangers ever. She is on my long list. She didn't make my top 5, but I'm glad it made yours because, yeah, wow. I have never wanted someone's mama to die so bad as I did in that movie.
Terrible.
That movie's a hard watch. It's so good, but damn, it's hard to watch.
As I was going through this list, and you've done it before, but I was immediately like with the top 5. You've done it. Movies I can never watch again. Like I peruse Mommy Dearest, like watch some scenes on YouTube just to kind of remind myself, and I'm like, yeah, I hate this woman, and I don't care why she's mad. Like you need to die. I don't care what happened.
Chemically imbalanced.
That's just messed up. So she had to go.
Yeah,
but definitely she's a villain.
You know what's
Go ahead.
interesting about that story though, and I would love to know what actually, I think the truth probably lies somewhere in the middle, because her other children that she ended up having, or step-parenting or whatever, all like emphatically deny Christina's version of events. But also, and that's the other thing, is the movie omitted all of those children. Some of them were around, not for the early stuff, but for the later stuff, like when they were, So I don't know. It's really interesting. I mean, I believe her, and that movie's a tough watch. And if that really happened to her, fucking shit. So yeah. Casey, do you have Joan Crawford?
I did, but now she is an honorable mention, and I'm going to swap her out for one of my other honorable mentions.
Nice. All right. Casey, what's your number 5?
Margaret White.
I had a feeling.
Maybe or maybe not the only Stephen King character who pops up on my list. Spoiler alert. But
oh yeah,
clearly one of the most evil women in his entire freaking cinematic library, let alone literature library as well. The wacko, religious, abusive, everything that she puts Carrie through in that entire story is definitely a hard watch. So,
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
When I was going through my list and I was kind of thinking about these characters, I always wonder, because I guess if you believe in God, you have to believe in the devil. If you believe in good, you have to believe in evil. But I've never been a person that believes people are just truly one thing. So I always look at these characters and I'm like, which one of these are just pure evil, and which ones are just so fucked in the head that maybe they could benefit from some therapy or some medication or something? Like, I feel like Mark benefited from some drugs. But we'll never know. And religious Pearl. What's that word? What is that word?
What are you trying to get across?
When you're raised in like indoctrination, when you're indoctrinated in a religious environment, it is so hard to break that cycle.
That's true.
Because your entire self-worth is tied up in, does this invisible being approve of my choices? And am I bad for thinking this, that, or the other? And it's just, it's so. Not that I'm excusing Margaret. She was batshit crazy, but I just wonder about that sometimes. Anyway. Good choice, Casey.
Mm-hmm. Well done, sir.
What's wrong?
What's
Oh, it was frozen. Okay, I was like, you were frozen like. Okay. Sorry. My number 5 is a movie and a character that I just don't think gets enough love. I am going with crap. I was trying to remember her nickname and I couldn't. Oh well. Anyway, I am going with Akasha, Queen of the Damned.
Is that Aaliyah?
Aaliyah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Beautiful vampire. I mean, she had no sense of morality, no compassion. She was very selfish. But she was beautiful and tempting, and
In a lot of cases, that's
all of the
part
things
of
that make a
out
good
of her-
villain because she can suck.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Sorry, I think I froze up there for a second.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Anyway, she's a great vampire. I think she's supposed to be like the first vampire, which I think is kind of
Haven't-
cool. So
I haven't seen. Yeah, it would make sense. Yeah, it would make sense if a woman was the first. So.
what's that supposed to mean? I'm just kidding.
What came first, the woman or the vampire?
Aren't you blaming women for everything? Fuck. Just kidding.
Oh, fucking bad Saltburn flashback.
It's always our fault, us and our damn vaginas.
Very, very bad Saltburn flashback.
I'm watching that. I'm watching that this week. I'm gonna watch it at some
Vampire,
point
yeah.
this week. Yeah,
Oh, Harvey, I cannot wait to hear your thoughts.
I'm waiting this week. Kids go to bed. I'm not up. I'm gonna watch.
I was actually surprised it wasn't nominated for any Academy Awards. When I first thought about it, I was like, well, maybe the content was so disturbing. But then I was like, no, Poor Things is more disturbing than Saltburn when you get down to the nitty gritty of it. So, and Poor Things got nominated for a lot. But anyway, yeah, it's an interesting movie. All right, Harvey, what do you have for number 4?
Number 4, I have Mother Gothel from Tangled.
Yes, she's on my list too. Not my top 5, but
that's simple. Just mean. Just
yeah.
Just selfish in any way. Just keeping a young girl in a castle that she can stay young forever. And just taking away her freedom. How ironic for a woman to do that to another woman.
Right. All because of vanity.
Yeah, vanity it is.
One of those 7 deadly sins. Oh, I'm so glad you picked her because she was on my list, but I didn't put her in my top 5. Love it.
Yay.
Love it. Casey, do you have her?
No, I did not.
I love Tangled. It's one of my all-time favorite Disney movies.
It's a good one. It's a great version of that story. It's the best version of that story. I can. That's one of the few animated movies that I can watch with my kids. That I can just sit there and watch. Like I can't watch Frozen anymore. I can't watch any of those things. But if Tangled's on, I can stomach that. I can deal with it.
So when it comes to Frozen, is it safe to say that you let it go?
I felt that coming. As soon as I said it, I knew that was gonna come. Yes, and I have let it go, but my kids haven't. They never will. Scene can watch that 30 times in a day. Oh,
yeah, Abby did too. I like we don't watch a lot of like Disney anymore, but Tangled is one I'll watch. But George and I like to watch. We like Megamind. We like the Despicable Me movies. We like the Lego movies. I'm interested. Megamind. I love Megamind. George and I like that more than Abby ever did.
And it's fun. It's a kids movie, but it has an adult sensibility about it, which I think is why it's so enjoyable for us.
I'm shaking in my custom-made baby steel leather boots. He's like, oh, my giant blue head. Okay, anyway. All right, Casey, what's your number 4?
My number 4, blonde-haired writer extraordinaire Catherine Trammell.
Ah. Have your ice pick handy?
If you do not know. Yes, the ice pick queen.
Yeah, that's a good one. Basic Instinct. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
I wonder. No, yeah.
Does she qualify as just pure evil? Not that I'm questioning anybody's list, but I feel like with female villains, there's always a lot of context with them.
Yeah, there's usually a reason.
There's usually a reason why you can find men who just suck just because they suck. But was she that crazy before she was scorned? Isn't she just a woman scorned? Does that make her a villain, or does that just make her a woman who was pushed to the edge?
I don't think you pull off that level of evil without having been predisposed. But yeah, don't fuck with us, you guys. Like when I say I'm a nice person, so if I'm mean to you, you earned that shit. That's true for a lot of women. Some women are just assholes, just like some men are. But most of the time, we don't come at you unless you come at us first. So I actually don't mind her because don't fuck with us.
I'm saying that rabbit did nothing wrong. Just trying to live. Just trying to, have sex with other rabbits, and all of a sudden, dinner. That's not.
And what about that rabbit in Fatal Attraction? That poor rabbit.
Oh, I picked the wrong one. Jesus.
Oh, is that what you were talking about? Okay.
I was thinking about Fatal Attraction. There is no rabbit in
I was like, is there a rabbit in Basic
No,
Instinct?
there is no rabbit in Basic Instinct. It is early. Yes.
That's okay.
I'm mixing up movies. Boo. Okay.
But Casey, I think because we're all the same age, that was probably, I think watching Basic Instinct was a pivotal moment for a lot of preteen teen boys.
Oh yeah, that was special. Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't want to make myself look bad, but it definitely changed my way of how I think about the amazing wonderment that is the female persona.
Oh yes.
It's like, I'm not fucking around with those crazy ladies. I mean,
Mm.
I love women, but y'all are crazy.
But they're usually the best in bed, though. The crazy ones.
Can confirm.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's where the hotness of Basic Instinct came from.
Yeah, you gotta have the hot crazy scale. If they're this level of crazy, they have to be this level of hot.
Yeah, well, yeah, and she fit it. Let's not lie.
Yeah.
Yes.
That she did. Okay, well, so since we're on the woman scorned kind of thing, my number 4 is actually one of those as well. She's just one of my favorite villains. I've loved her in the movies. I've loved her in the show. Just a fantastic character. I'm going with Tiffany Valentine from
Chucky.
and Chucky.
Nice.
I fucking love Tiffany.
Nice pick.
And I love Jennifer Tilly playing herself in the show, which I know we're talking about the movies, but Tiffany is just one of those, Chucky meets his match with her. Like, she's another fuck around and find out kind of woman. And she gets her revenge on Chucky in all different kinds of ways. So I'm a big fan. I'm a big Tiffany stan. Love her. So yeah. I had a hard time not picking all horror, if I'm being honest.
I'm trying to think about that. I have no. Well, you guys stole. Well, one of my picks was already set, so I'm changing it. We'll
Which
see.
one?
Oh well, Amy Dunn. That's who I.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're still talking about her.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I know we will. I know that.
She's on my list. We're still talking about her.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'll move her down, move her out. So
You can't have this list and not. So yeah, we'll get there.
it's really a matter of where she is on your list.
I have her tied with somebody else who I consider to be just as evil. So when we get there, if you don't know who I'm talking about, you'll get it when I say it. So
Okay.
All right. Harvey, number 3.
Number 3 is actually where I had Amy Dunn, but I'm going to take her out and I'm going to replace her with Samara Morgan from The Ring.
Oh, but poor Samara was just left in a well to die.
Yeah, but then we tried that. But then they tried to help her, but leave me where I is. Join me.
Yeah.
Don't free me. So, and just the look that was just creepy. Just oof.
When she crawled out of that TV.
Oh my God.
Shit.
But yes, so that is.
I love that movie.
I do.
And the Japanese version is even better. Ringu. But the premise is so interesting. We hadn't really seen anything like that before. Like, you're going to watch this videotape and in 7 days you're going to die. What the fuck are you going to do about that? Nothing.
Just, I don't know. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to do whatever. You can't run. You can't hide. You're going to die. I'm just going to do all the shit I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then just however you kill me. I don't know.
And definitely that scene of her crawling out of the TV has to be one of the best horror moments. Like, just... Again, because you didn't really see anything like that before.
Agreed.
I don't know. That's a good choice, but I still feel bad for her.
Go ahead, Cassie.
I almost feel like that would be an interesting choice for a certain horror squad to tackle, possibly in October.
Yeah.
I feel like at least 2 of us, and possibly the third one being Sir Chansey, could probably have an interesting episode with that topic.
If I may suggest, I say you guys compare the original and the remake. That's a
good idea.
Ooh, I really like that idea.
That is
You could have real fun with that. You could do that with Old Boy too. I don't know if you guys consider that horror, but no, Old Boy's not horror. That's I don't know, but the original versus the remake. You guys have seen Old Boy, right? Have you seen Old Boy?
It's been a long time.
Long time.
Because the original and then Spike Lee redid it. But I mean, that's I don't know if that's something you guys ever decide to do.
I think I've only seen the remake.
Yeah. If you do like the original horror movie
Well,
and then the remake or something, the
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you could do a bunch. Oh my god. Yeah.
You're so smart.
Yeah, that's where I was kind of going with my thought after you brought that up, though, is that's something we could incorporate from time to time where you sit down and look at the original and then you look at the remake and compare and contrast. And at the end of the day, is the remake really worthy of being presented
It's
to the world where,
true. True.
most people aren't going to truly appreciate the facet of the quote unquote remake?
Yeah.
Well, and I
Amityville
think-
Horror is another one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I thought they did a good job of.
Yeah.
But I think The Ring and Ringu is a little bit different because one's a foreign language movie and one isn't. So
Right.
I think that kind of like that adds a little extra intrigue into it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Agreed. Mm-hmm.
It could be the next horror movie that I love to read.
Mm.
See, I don't. George can't watch movies with subtitles. I don't mind if it's really good. Like Parasite is so freaking good that you forget you're reading subtitles. I think Train to Busan is the same way. Train to Busan's a little harder because it's so fast paced. But like, I know reading subtitles isn't for everybody, but I don't like dubbed over stuff. It's too cheesy for me. I prefer to
agree.
read subtitles.
I agree. I don't mind reading either. I agree.
So
I mean, I'll watch a
Um,
kung fu movie that's like that really, really, really bad. Like,
okay, but that's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's just part of it. Yeah.
They're like, "Hi, what's up?"
How are you?
Exactly.
I am fine. Yeah, I watched that kung fu growing up every Saturday, and it was terrible. But I didn't care what they're saying. Start fighting. Let's go.
Right.
now.
Well, so I was going to say real quick,
whoa.
we're live, and I see a lot of people are watching. So if you guys want to comment and chat along with us, feel free.
Yay.
What are we on? Number 3, Casey. What's your number 3?
Well, okay, so we may or may not have kind of sort of already discussed this, but I mean, let's just finish off any potential discussion. Alex Forrest from Fatal Attraction.
I see. For her, it's cautionary tale. Fuck around and find out. Don't cheat on your wife.
Again.
None of this would have happened to you. Would happen to some other poor schmuck.
Basic Instinct and Fatal Attraction, you learn very much. You don't fuck around with women and not pay the consequence.
Alex is another
But
one of those.
no, at
ones
the
that
same
could
time,
benefit
doesn't
from
necessarily
meds.
excuse the behavior either.
Yeah, it doesn't excuse. Yeah, so.
My dad says when you get older and can't hear, subtitles are a blessing. But you know what's interesting about that? The kids, do your kids watch stuff with subtitles on, Harvey?
Oh hell no.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh, they do. Oh, I'm sorry. They
Yeah.
do. My wife hates it. She
Abby
turns
does it
them
all. It
off.
drives me insane.
I love it. I don't understand. Maybe it's because I'm old and sometimes I don't catch everything. So and I'm a faster reader. But my
Yeah.
kids, it's just on. It's not that they like watching this with the subtitles, is that they're used to it.
I
Is that
guess.
a
They
lot
just
of the
don't
apps that we
notice it.
watch stuff, it starts with them on, so they're just used to it.
All the kids are doing that now, and I don't get it. Like, we're watching Grey's Anatomy, and I'm like, that sentence is blocking my view of Dreamy's face. Can we turn it off? Okay, anyway, back to Alex. Yeah, I mean, Casey, she's definitely a villain. She's perfect for this list. I feel empathy for her because A, she should have been medicated. I don't think she was pure evil. I think she was crazy. And I mean, who wouldn't fall in love with Michael Douglas? I don't blame her. Shit.
Well, I mean, yes, she is crazy, but at the same time, too, there's a lot of the perfect storm was created to help unleash that crazy on the world, too. I mean, she didn't necessarily have to be treated the way that she was, but at the same time, who's more guilty for that situation? I mean, they're both not 100% innocent per se, but like Michael Douglas didn't have knowing Michael Douglas knew he was freaking married. Don't go out and have a freaking affair.
Yeah, and his wife was hot. Like, I mean, so Harley says crazy is not always bad. It can be fun. I agree with that, but I do draw the line at boiling bunny rabbits.
Yes.
That was uncalled for.
Mm-hmm.
And kidnapping the kid. What the fuck?
Yeah, that too. That was
At least she brought her back, but yeah.
Don't put the bunny in the pot. You put the bunny back in the box.
Put the bunny back in the box. So, do you guys think she was pregnant? They
No.
never clear that up in the movie.
No, I think that was a show. I think that was a cry for attention.
Sure, it's a way to keep him in her life.
I think she is so far over the freaking edge that her reality branched off into whatever she could to try and. Either way.
Okay.
That's way too much cray cray for my freaking breakfast plate. So, Alex Forrest, number 3.
I will say I watched that movie, as we all did, way too young because our parents never monitored what we were watching. Speaking of that, while my dad's here, earmuffs, Dad. The sex scenes in those movies had me feeling some kind of way when I didn't know what I was even watching.
Feeling something. Like, okay. I just didn't know what it was.
Well, like, okay, this is interesting. Okay, so we move on to my number 3, and my number 3 is another non-human. It is Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah, interesting. Dre would appreciate it.
I think she really just wanted love, but you know.
Don't we all?
She wanted to be fed.
Yeah, I mean, it's not her fault she thrives on human blood. I don't know. I love Little Shop of Horrors, and Audrey's just so much fun, so I had to throw that one in there just to go off the beaten path a little bit. Feed me, Seymour. You know what I would actually really like?
Green Mother from Outer Space.
Exactly. I would honestly like to see an updated movie of that. I think it could be cool. With the advancements in technology, could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if we should mess with the original.
Say that again?
Oh, the Rick Moranis version? No.
That's the only one I can watch.
Yeah.
Still.
Are there other versions?
I don't know. He said the Rick Moranis version. I'm like, if there was somebody else playing the part, I'm not watching it.
Oh, gotcha.
It's him. It's him. Maybe Michael Cera. Maybe Michael Cera playing that part.
Michael Cera could be good. Ooh. We need to recast Little Shop of Horrors on An Evening at the Movies.
I literally was just about to see freaking recast the past Little Shop of Horrors. Ooh.
For some reason, I feel like I could see Andrew Garfield playing the dentist. I don't know why.
Again, I wasn't necessarily thinking that one, but I was like, that was what I was pondering. Who would you get to play the Steve Martin part?
Jim Carrey. I feel like he'd be like 10 times worse, over the top. He'd be singing, dancing, and it'd be hilarious. It would be absolutely hilarious.
I am your dentist. Oh, all right. Well, we're down to number 2. Harvey, who you got for us? What crazy bitch you bringing to the table now?
My number 2 is who I probably think is your number 1. So, I mean, I don't know. Annie Wilkes is who I have as number 2. So, from Misery, I don't know if that's your number 1, but I think.
Paybacks for my Amy Dunn, isn't it?
Hello. Bubbles, what's up?
Good morning, Bubbles.
Bubble.
But I don't know. So can I give another name instead, since I assume that's going to be how somebody says? My number 2 instead will be Peyton from The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Rebecca De Mornay was awesome. I
Good
remember
one.
that is pure. That was pure evil. Pure. Oh, it's like,
Her
damn,
husband died and she lost her baby in the same couple of days. That's bound to make you go crazy. I don't know if it's evil.
Yep. Oh, whatever it is. Oh, okay. Evil acts. Maybe she wasn't pure evil,
Yeah.
but I feel like she was. But I feel like somebody drove her to evil. She
Yeah, that
didn't
was
live.
her first rodeo.
Right. Yeah, she had done some ish before. This was it. But I love that movie. That's one of
I
my
do
favorites,
too.
and that's a phenomenal performance. She was creepily evil.
Yeah.
I love that. Mhm.
So beautiful, and you almost wanted to like her, and then she was just fucking crazy. And Pearl, that greenhouse scene. Ooh.
Isn't that interesting when women are villains, their beauty is always kind of a part of it?
Oh
Because
yeah.
typically their vengeance is towards men or to a woman because of a man or something.
Right.
But they always play on our weakness. So a beautiful woman is harder for a man to deal with. It's
Yeah.
Dubois gorgeous. Oh yeah, they know it.
How
They
we
know.
suck you in.
Yes, we in. And by the time we figure it out, there's a knife somewhere in our spine, and we don't know.
That's correct. Or an ice
Yeah.
pick or I remember my mom took me and my brother to see that movie when it came out because she couldn't find a babysitter. And I was like, ever since then, I've been so just obsessed with that movie. It's such a good movie. Pearl, stop it. Sorry, my cat's tearing up my house.
It's okay.
That's a good choice, Harvey. I didn't even have her at all.
Neither did I. And that's the weird part is I think it was like late grade school or early junior high when I saw
Right.
that movie when it came out.
Mhm.
And I may not have fully understood all of the crazy because I was so young at that point, but it was still one of those you knew just how fucking crazy she was.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And you saw her become. I mean, they made a point to show why. You show what happened, and then oh wow, that's what she did. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah.
I mean, again, not defending her, but I think, she was probably a little crazy to begin with. And then, you lose your husband, your baby, all of your money, your house. And it's like you have a break with reality. And you're like, if I can just replace this baby, maybe I'll be happy. But then it's like, no, I want the husband too. And, again, not defending her, but losing a child will do fucked up shit to your brain. So,
Very
but
much
yeah,
so.
good choice, Harvey.
Yay.
Okay. Well, my number. Oh no, wait. Sorry, Casey's number 2. Sorry, my bad. I said sorry. Don't look at me like that. Fuck.
I know it's too early in the morning to properly organize the rotation on a podcast. I feel like I need some medical professionalism on my list, so I'm gonna go with Nurse Ratchet
Good
I have
one.
her.
from One Flew
Yeah.
Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Mhm.
I figured someone would have her, so she's on my long list, but I didn't put her in my top 5. But great choice. Harvey, did you watch the Netflix show, Ratchet?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Is
You
it?
watched it, right, Casey?
With Sarah Paulson,
Sarah Paulson?
the one with Sarah Paulson. Yeah,
So good. It's Ryan Murphy,
she
so it's
is
very
freaking.
colorful and vivid and all, it's all that Ryan Murphy stuff, but Sarah Paulson is just amazing.
I mean, well, Sarah Paulson is basically synonymous with anything Ryan Murphy ever since.
Yeah.
American Horror Story.
I always remember
So,
the movie, though, as being the grandma from Flowers in the Attic. Louise Fletcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good choice, Casey. Do you think she
Awesome
just
movie.
did what she had to do, or do you think she was evil?
I think, at least for the way my brain works, I, no pun intended, ratcheted it up to she's just fucking evil.
Yeah.
I'm
And I
honey at 10 minutes to 9 in the morning.
Exactly.
If you're a waitress. Okay.
I think that sometimes people in positions of, well, not sometimes, a lot of times, people in positions of power choose to yield it in a bad way. I think when you realize you have that kind of, being a nurse or a doctor or whatever, you have a lot of control over what happens to people, and it can turn you to the dark
Especially
side, as
that
they
type
say.
of environment too.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, my number 2 briefly got mentioned earlier, but I think we need to go ahead and dive into it. My number 2 is Heather Chandler. She is the queen bee of all queen bee evil bitches.
The Heather.
Yeah. When she drinks that Drano and says, "Cornets," I don't feel sorry for her. I don't mind Veronica taking her scrunchie and moving on with it. Don't feel bad for her at all. Heather's is an interesting movie. It's very interesting social commentary.
Yeah. One of my favorite '80s movies. It's the original, the OG Mean Girls movie. Just more of an edge, I guess.
Yeah, way more.
Way more.
I mean, how come nobody says, "Well, fuck me gently with a chainsaw" anymore?
Yeah, because you can't say that shit anymore. You cannot. I loved it.
Yeah, to me, Heather Chandler is pure evil. Spoiled, rich bitch that is just lives her life to make other people miserable. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
We're down to number 1. I know what Casey's is, and I think I know what Harvey's is. I'm interested to see. No? Okay.
You don't. No, you don't. Well, I mean, if you guess this right, my number 1 is Aileen Wuornos from Monster.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Super. What I think makes that character amazing is the performance is so amazing, is that's why I give it a number 1. But we know there's context to why she did what she did.
Yeah.
But what she did, why she did it, understood. How she did it is different. Like, she didn't just kill you. Like, she messed you up. There was a difference. So I mean, the viciousness of the way she killed these Johns is what makes it crazy to me. On top of that, that performance is amazing. I mean, I mentioned Monsters, the name of the movie, phenomenal. For me, it was either her or Annie Wilkes for Misery. Those are the two that I just back and forth in the end. And going up with Monster. But amazing performance.
Yeah. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote her down, but I ended up with my top 5 trying to stay away from true stories, which is also why I didn't choose Mommy Dearest. I think they're great choices. I just wanted to be like, I don't know. Especially with Aileen, it's like, yeah, you almost kind of feel like, but yeah,
it's scarier when they're true stories. Okay. When they're just fiction, it's like, okay, you can just throw that away. But when it actually happened, that just makes it even more like profound for me. So, but I know exactly what you mean.
I agree 100%.
Staying away from true story. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I have an unhealthy fear of Venus flytraps, and they're Abby's favorite plant.
I agree with what Harvey's saying. I mean, they're Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, he's there, but when it's Aileen Wuornos, Ted Bundy, things that true entities that actually can happen, to me that's way more skin crawling.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Should we talk about my ankle before Casey talks about his number 1? I did not get a club to the ankle, luckily.
Sure. Yeah, get it out of the way. We knew
I wasn't going to not have Annie Wilkes pop up somewhere on my list. So, well, and besides, even if your ankle had been 100% healthy, Annie Wilkes was not getting through this list without being somewhere. So
yeah, we figured.
Stephen King fan. She, again, is a very real evil that could happen to anybody in some way, shape, or form. I mean, everything that she does to Paul in the movie is just, oh God.
But yeah, they're being trapped and at their mercy. Sorry.
Yeah. But then you have the people that have seen the movie and understand that level of creepy don't even understand the fact that if you read the book, it goes from, creepy level 10 to creepy level 25 with,
The book is so much
the
worse.
mop water and the chopping the foot off, not breaking the ankle. I mean, all in all, in just every aspect of that character, whether it's movies, book, whatever, amazingly evil villain. So,
I might have rather have had my foot chopped off than
not
drink that
trust.
mop water. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Harvey's gone, so I can say this. It's no jizz water. I'd rather drink that than mop water. Oh.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus God Almighty!
Yeah.
I opened the door for that one.
Chop my foot off, but don't make me drink that nasty ass mop water. Blech. Okay, let's not talk about that anymore. I'm gonna vomit my coffee up.
And nasty ass bathwater.
Someone's
Yeah.
at my door. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're okay. Yeah, that's a great. I mean, she's one of the great villains of all time for sure. So,
Someone's knocking at the door.
yes. Thank you, Shanna. And Harvey, we made a Saltburn reference while you were gone, so we didn't even spoil anything for you.
Yay! Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Soon you'll be able to do them. I just have to watch the movie first.
Yeah. Honestly, with the way it's been talked about on TikTok and other stuff, I'm surprised that most people don't know at least the one scene. But if you don't, no spoilers. So
Yeah.
good for it. Okay.
All right, co-host, what's your number
All
one?
right. Let's get into it. So for my number one, I picked two characters that to me are very similar. And in my opinion, neither one has any redeeming qualities. One of them we know is Amy Dunn. That is a pure psychotic evil bitch. The other one, who is also a pure psychotic evil bitch, Rose Armitage from Get Out.
Good pick. Good pick.
I pick Rose over Missy because, yeah, Missy's evil and she does her thing with the tea, but Rose is the one going out there, making these men fall in love with her, bringing them home, putting on this whole show. And she's like, I can't give you the keys, right, babe? I did not see that coming. I really didn't. And same with Gone Girl. I didn't see that coming. I read the book first and I was like, I knew you had to know something was going on, but when you flip that page and the first sentence is, I'm so much happier now that I'm dead, it was like,
I read the book after, but I will tell you, watching the movie, I knew it was her.
Yeah,
I knew it was her. And I don't think I'm any savant or anything, but sometimes with movies, they spend so much time making somebody seem so evil, so annoying, so hard to like, that at times it feels obvious that that's not really what it was. And Ben plays those parts really well.
Yeah.
When he needs to be a dick in a movie, like, I believe he's cheating on his wife. I believe he's the bad guy. He does it, and then they spent so much time that I'm like, something's up. Something's up. And then I watched it, and then I read that. And I read that book, I think, in 3 hours because I love the movie. I just sat down and I'm like, there it is. I knew it. I'm like, it was brilliantly.
Yeah.
That's evil.
And I think for me, I think in the book, I didn't see it coming because Gillian Flynn is really one of the first ones. I mean, Gone Girl opened so many doors for so many authors with these just like psychotic plot twists. Not to say that those things didn't exist before, but Gone Girl was kind of like just a culturally groundbreaking book for really shocking a reader like that. And now we have so many books that are still great, but just for me, I didn't see it coming because I had never read anything like that before. And yeah, when I read the book and I heard they were casting Ben Affleck, I was like, yeah, because he's so cute and charming and lovable, but also you kind of want to punch him in the face sometimes.
There's certain people who fit that. He always does that well. Like, he's cheating on his wife. Of course he does. That's what he's doing. Like, it just felt that way.
But then make him a murderer. And the shit that she did I mean, you got to be fucking psychotic to spend like 2 years of your life planning that diligently. And in the book, it goes so much more into detail of different things that she did. It was just like, whew, pure evil.
Mm-hmm. Well done. Good pick.
And then, yeah, Rose, same thing, using her womanly charms to, whatever. For me, both of those characters have zero redeeming qualities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Amy's parents were assholes, but I don't feel sorry for her. Mm-hmm. I think she was, and when you learn and you go back and you see all of these other guys, like when you find out the guy she accused of rape, and he's like, hey, guess what they found tied to the headboards, the ties you wouldn't wear. You do know your wife. It's like, yeah, she's got a pattern of behavior. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Casey, any thoughts? Sorry, I know I was talking a lot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Up until what was it, a few months ago, when you requested I sit down and watch this movie with you, I hadn't watched the movie yet, and freaking Amy Dunn was, would have been an easy choice to put on my list. I had a feeling you were going to, so that's why I specifically left her off.
Yeah.
But no, she's in that same category as so freaking psychotic, like everybody else that we freaking talked about. She's evil in every sense of the word.
Yeah. Freaking Amber Heard trying to steal that, like everybody in the world didn't read and or see Gone Girl, the wine bottle thing. Like, come on, bitch. Everybody knows you stole that from a movie. Stop it. The only thing I really wish they would have done a little differently in the movie was I don't feel like they made Desi smarmy enough. In the book, you really get the sense from the very beginning that he has no intention of ever letting her leave. That he, you kind of get a hint of it in the movie, but in the book, it's very less thinly veiled that he plans to keep her there. So, I don't know. But that's just a small complaint. An otherwise fantastic movie. So, yeah. Harvey, honorable mentions?
Let's do the list. So I had Ursula from Little Mermaid.
That was the first one I was going to say.
I have Oren Ishii from Kill Bill.
Okay, I have that written under Ursula. Did you read my list?
If I get the next one, then there's something wrong. And then you found my hidden camera, but don't tell anybody.
I planted it. What are you talking about?
I also have Elle Driver from Kill Bill. I have Kendra would appreciate this. I have Nancy Downs from The Craft.
Oh, yeah. Good one. Hi, Dre.
I also have Gogo Yubari from Kill Bill. I appreciated in the Kill Bill series that he did great things for female. I don't even, and I don't know if they're evil. They're just paid assassins. That's just what they do. But I guess if somebody can pay you to kill someone, there's probably not a lot of nice in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's it. Yeah. That's Nurse Ratched was on my list. Amy Dunn, Nancy Down. I had written this name down, but we were sticking to movies. I had written down Stormfront from The Boys, but it's not. It's a show, so I couldn't pick that. Other than that, that's everybody I chose.
Yeah, yeah. I had Oren was the only Kill Bill one I had, but yeah, it was a good one. Dre says Kill Bill Volume 1 is your favorite movie by him.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It is. It's good. I like it a lot.
I think I think I like Django Unchained a little bit better, but Kill Bill's way more rewatchable for me. So.
Yeah, I can't. I
can't watch Django again. I've seen it twice. That's enough.
It's on random. It's randomly on TV, which I don't understand. Like it really takes away from the impact of it. Like that movie should not just be on regular television.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But, yeah.
But the thing that sucks me in is Christoph Waltz. Anything with him, I'm like, okay, I have to at least try to sit down and watch it. Casey, honorable mentions. You're muted, buddy. Casey. Can't hear you, buddy.
There you go.
I had obviously Amy Dunn, the Heathers. So yeah, we don't need to bring those up. Um, Nina Sayers from Black Swan,
Oh yeah.
Mm,
and
mm.
Lucia George from Mean Girls.
Yeah, good one. So I had some of the ones you guys mentioned. The ones that haven't been mentioned, I had the other mother from Coraline.
Okay.
Catherine from Cruel Intentions.
Mm.
Esther from Orphan, which almost made my top 5. That Esther's crazy.
Mhm.
Mrs. Levitt from Sweeney Todd. Jane from Twilight. Pure evil, trying to kill people with her mind. And Lord Sanderson from Hocus
That whole
Pocus.
franchise was evil.
So yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, I forgot
I thought of one more.
Bellatrix Lestrange from Harry Potter.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's see. My dad sent his top 5.
I liked it.
Oh, I forget. Okay.
Blaze
Yeah.
Misty, Kathy Bates, Miss V. Jones. Yeah, Louise Fetchner, One Foolish Shot. Yeah, he basically has our list, with the exception of his number 1 we didn't pick.
Well,
Good
Play
list.
Misty for me. We were little kids when that came out.
Yeah. You know who I just thought of, and I think it kicked in for me because of movies that I can never watch again. I can never ever watch Precious again.
Oh yeah, no, never.
And that part by Monique, that was, and there's context with why she is what she is, but I don't care.
Right.
She was evil. I think her name was Mary in the movie. Terrible. Oh my god. She was a horrible person. She was in the movie like 20 minutes, and it was the worst 20 minutes of my life. It was just her.
That also makes me think of Sybil. That's a movie I can never watch again either. And I read the book, and I wish I wouldn't have, because it traumatized me. A great performance and a powerful story, and true story mostly, but can never watch it again. Dre, Rose is not a villain.
He had the mom from Precious. You get out, his list.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's
awesome.
funny. That's funny.
Dre,
We weren't getting through this without Dre. Rose.
Yeah. Yeah, Rose Armitage, and her and Amy. If they teamed up, they could rule the entire world. All right,
Dre's fucking life in a heartbeat.
Yeah, Dre. I don't have a spoon with me, but
I can't look.
He's like, don't look at it.
Don't do it. Don't do
it. Relax. It's not a spoon. It doesn't give the same vibe.
Okay, good.
It does have metal.
The sound. It's the sound. No.
All right. Well, this was fun. Thank you guys for being here. Harvey, what is coming up on Men Are the Prize?
So it's been a good season. I did a great interview yesterday that will drop, I think, closer to June. I've had a really good season talking to some very I guess what's the term? Men who are willing to be open. I got a lot of vulnerable men. Yeah, thank you. It is still early. Yes. A lot of vulnerable men who've been open and vulnerable and emotional and talking. So every Saturday, 6 a.m., HarveyLaguerre.com, you can get another episode of Men Are the Prize, the podcast. Still doing the podcast with wifey. Love is Black. We're just super busy. Life has been a little crazy the last few days, so we haven't had a chance to do the stuff that we wanted to, but the book continues. It'll come back in the next few days. Otherwise, it's been a great season. I do this other thing every Tuesday where we do drafts and stuff, and we talk about stuff, and that's fun. So, if you know about the I Did Not Make These Rankings podcast network drafts every Tuesday, it's 3 of us here, and then you add on the rest of the crew, and we have fun and we talk about stuff. So it's been a fun season for Prize, for Love is Black, and of course for the Masturbators drafts. So
yes,
this was fun. Thanks for having me again.
And if you're watching live, tune in tonight for our drafts. It's going to be a fun one. Harvey picked a good topic. Summon a Generation with we picked. What did he pick? Song, movie quote, historical event, fictional TV moment, a couple other things.
Yeah. I tried to make it hard. You got to do it's. Oh, my bad.
I did not make these rankings.
Oh, we officially. Oh, my bad. Okay. Yes. I did not make these rankings. Podcast Network presents the drafts.
The drafts.
The draft.
Thanks for watching, Dad.
Thanks.
Okay, Casey.
Mr. Amanda. I shall refer to him as Mr. Amanda.
Ooh, I like that.
Or Daddy Warbucks. Can I call him Daddy Warbucks?
He's not that rich. I don't think.
Go ahead.
The Evening at the Movies comes out each and every Wednesday morning. Probably 2 episodes a week until the beginning of June. And then once we get through the backlog that we have, we'll probably be returning to 1 episode a week now that I'm going back to work full time. So, but coming up in the next couple of weeks, I have North by Northwest coming up next week, or depending upon when this comes out. North by Northwest, an episode on Sleepaway Camp, Natural Born Killers with Horror Squad member Mr. Chancey Greif.
Yeah.
And then also an interesting episode that we recorded about a week ago with myself and Amanda talking about the second ever Tom Cruise movie to ever come on An Evening at the Movies, A Few Good Men. Spoiler alert, there may or may not be a supplemental episode coming down the pipe with that one. Amanda had homework for that, and
he's agreed to it. We just gotta set up a time.
Oh,
my dad's a former military guy.
What
so
I was waiting for was
about the movie.
One of my favorites.
There's some moral questions that pop up throughout that movie, so it's nice to have somebody in the know.
Yeah, you can't handle the truth.
Before I let go of the microphone to let Amanda wrap the show up, I just want to remind everybody, as far as I did not make these rankings Podcast Network drafts go, hashtag don't vote for Harvey.
Or Josh or Casey. Vote for Amanda. I need this veto, y'all.
Excuse me.
What's the other?
I won one time this year.
The female super group draft. So you're going to draft 5 women for a female super group, and then the last, instead of a bench pick, you're going to name
the group. Oh, that's going to be so.
And it can be real or fictional character people.
Ooh.
That changed my list up a little when I clarified that.
Ooh.
So I got
research to do.
I got like 5 groups here, depending on which way I want to go.
I like that. I can tell you one thing: Beyonce is not making it in my group. She did not even get into. She didn't even make it to auditions.
Beyonce, but no, I stayed away from. I tried to go a little different, but yeah. All right. Well, we are in the middle of celebrating Women's History Month, so please check out the other episodes we have. Dre and I, and potentially Cam, but if not, it'll be Dre and I doing top 5 favorite female athletes. So stay tuned for that. It's a little different than what I usually do, so we can talk about some badass women kicking ass out there. And yeah, I'm excited for that. And yeah, Dre says we hope Cam, because Cam likes sports. So, and no offense to, I mean, I'm glad that I have you guys here. This is fun, but I'd definitely like to get some ladies on here doing some. This Thursday should be dropping top 5 TV characters that make us feel seen. That's with Kendra and Shanna. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I don't know what's coming up in April, so we'll see what happens when we get there. So
Literature Reapers.
Well, I don't know what's coming up on Literature Reapers. You and Shannon are the ones talking about it. I'm just behind the scenes. I don't even know what book we're going to read.
We've already read the book. Thank you very much.
Oh, sweet.
Songbirds and Snakes.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we're doing the Hunger Games prequel. That is right. With a crossover on Evening at the Movies. It was a good book. It was a good movie. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
We just need to get the date locked down.
All right. Well, thanks, you guys. This was fun. I will see you in about 8 hours, 7 hours, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Everybody that watched, thank you. And if you commented, thanks for participating. Hope you guys all have a great day and a great week. And when life gets tough, just keep sipping. Goodbye.
Vote for Casey.
Vote for Harvey. Vote for Harvey.
Harvey Hernandez. Shut up, you guys.